Hello, good evening. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to today's discussion on signs of overparenting. Signs, S-I-G-N-S, not the S-E-I-N-C signs, okay? So let's discuss signs of overparenting. How many of you here have this question of, am I doing it right? Am I doing it too much? Or am I doing it too little? All right. So I'm going to be talking to you about at least six, signs of overparenting, right? So let's start off with it directly. The first sign to know if you're overparenting or not is to check if you are having power struggles with your children. Yeah? Do you understand what power struggles are? Like constantly being in fight with children, mostly over little things, right? So it, it only suggests that you're too picky. You understand? You're too picky, and you want certain things to always be a certain way. And if, for example, if you're arguing with your little one, like a 4 or 5-year-old, over what to eat, what not to eat, how much to eat, how much of vegetables that you need to have, how much of fruits, how much of chocolates that you need to reduce on, right? If you're constantly having struggle, right, the power struggle, little bit of sharing here and there is okay, but I'm talking here about the struggle that you're having with your children. Yes, if you constantly find yourself having, in being in that place of power struggle over little things of, as I said, with your little ones, like 4 or 5-year-old, about what to eat, what not to eat, or maybe older children like 14, 15, 16, that age group, on styling, maybe, right? Maybe they want to wear a particular dress, they want to style themselves in a particular way, but then you intrude in between and say, no, 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 this is not how you're supposed to dress, right? Constantly being in a power struggle, that is one of the biggest signs, of over parenting. When it comes to power struggle, it's over these little things of life. Yeah, certain things wherein children can do things on their own, but you're not letting them do things on their own. Or it could be basic things like which children do not understand based on their age, but you're trying hard to make them understand, right? So that is an example of power struggle. So the next example, so let's move on to the second one, the second point of, the signs of over parenting, right? If you are finding yourself in a place where it's hard to let your children make decisions, right? So finding it hard to let children make decisions, yeah, so that is one of the big signs, right? So it's like this, just assuming that there's a certain way to do everything, like there's a right way, and then expecting your children to do it exactly that way, right? Or like it's like you're micromanaging their every move. You understand that? Even the slightest of decisions, like what dress to wear, or what games to play, and who to play with, and just basically how to spend their free time, you are kind of not letting your children make decisions. Kanchan says, my son is 2.5. Is this relevant for him? I don't know if it's relevant for your son, but it's definitely relevant for you, Kanchan, because you're a parent, right? So power struggles can happen with any parent. Yeah, there's a huge chance that it might happen to you as well, right? Let's move on to the third point, wherein the third point, which is a sign of overparenting, is can't let your children fail, right? You can't see your children fail, and you can't let your children fail or make mistakes. Yeah. It's basically if you find yourself in a position where you're jumping too soon to rescue your child when they're about to make any mistakes, right? Or when they've just committed a mistake and they are struggling to get out of it, they're trying to figure things out on their own, but you barge in and settle things for them. Yeah. You know what happens if you do this? It kind of creates dependency, that your child is always dependent on you. They do not develop the capacity to handle things on their own, to rescue themselves on their own, because you have not let them do that for themselves, right? And this eventually, what happens, it leads to low self-esteem, low self-confidence. They start feeling that, oh, for everything I need my mom or my dad, and I cannot do this on their own. I'm sure they can. It's just that they have never been in a position where they could even give it an attempt, because you have not let them do that, right? So can't see your children fail is one of the signs of overparenting. Aditi says, shouldn't we barge in even when our child is being bullied by their elder siblings? No, I don't think so. You shouldn't. There's, if you ask me, there's just one thing that you really need to take care of, and if that is taken care of, I think children should be children should be on their own, especially when it comes to sibling rivalry and figuring their rapport out. Yeah. Okay. I'm getting confused between which camera to watch. I have my cell phone and my laptop. Okay, sorry. See, when it comes to sibling rivalry, right? If you are 100% sure that your children are safe and physically, right? There are no sharp objects. There's no way that they can get hurt physically, and there's basically the basic safety is taken care of. Step out. Yeah. Maybe when you're sitting them down, you can talk to them about what is the right way to confront, or what is the right way to express disagreement to their siblings. But when they are in a fight with their siblings, I don't think you should, because you need to let them figure things out on their own. I kind of hardly recommend that. I suggest that. Try that out and see how it goes for you. Sangeeta says, when they don't put efforts to win, definitely it hurts, but if they try for it wholeheartedly and then fail, in that place I encourage them. Yeah, okay, good point. But right now, what I was trying to tell here is about protecting them way too much. Okay, encouraging them to go forward, or suggesting on how better they can put efforts, that's a completely different story. But right now here I'm talking about even the slightest mistakes that your children do, and you're already there to kind of protect them. You don't even allow your children to make mistakes, right? I'm talking about that specific point here. So if you want to continue your learning journey, then I want you to click the link in the description box and be a part of my closed Facebook group called Parenting with Ease, wherein you can attend the Monday lives that I do every week. All right, I'm going to see you there. Take care.